Hi, I'm Dalton Teagarden.
And I'm Will Sutherland.
And we'd like to welcome you to the March edition of SCNN.
Prom is one of the most memorable high school experiences.
And here are SCNN reporters Brianna Hamilton and Arissa Hoppus interviewing Miss Ford and Jade Franchino, explaining what makes prom so magical.
I liked all the decorations. The one I went to was Alice in Wonderland, or Down the Rabbit Hole it was called. And I just liked the way the food was set up because it had like a nice little Alice in Wonderland theme, and everything was all really nice. I liked how it was set up.
One reason that I really love prom is because I think it's one night where kids get to forget about their problems, forget about schoolwork, and come together to have a really good time.
I went with a date and a group of friends, so it was all from my church, so we all knew each other and we all liked hanging around each other.
My dreams come true. One time when I was in high school, I got set up on a blind date to prom, and then 10 years later, we got married.
I guess the happiest point of the night was just like when we all met up with each other as soon as we got there, and we were all as a group like together, because it took a while for us to like all get there eventually at the same time, like our whole group. So when we finally got there and we were all together and we did the same dances at the same time, it was really fun.
I would say you definitely need to go. We have extra dresses. If anyone needs help finding a dress, we have a ton of extra dresses. We have things to help people out, like coupons for flowers. Prom is at April 15th at the Kentucky Horse Park from 8 to midnight, and prices are $25 for seniors, $30 for juniors, and $30 for guests. If you have any questions, just ask me in room 151.
Well, better luck next year, underclassmen.
Hey Dalton, didn't you help plan prom?
We will not talk about that, Will.
All right, well, one thing we can talk about is Mike Mullins coming to our high school. Abby Nelson and Hunter Westenhofer will bring us our next story.
I became an author because I got fired from every other job I tried. Yeah, sadly that's sort of true. Yeah, I mean, I started writing novels in 6th grade, and I've kind of written all my life. But I thought when I was in high school, I thought what I wanted to do was make a lot of money. And so I went and I got a master's, I got a college degree and a master's in business administration, got jobs working in marketing for Procter & Gamble and some other companies later. And I did. I made a lot of money, and I was miserable. I mean, basically what you do as a marketing executive is you sit in a cubicle and you write memos all day. And it just wasn't the right job for me at all. So I tried lots of other things, down to the modeling business for a while. I sorted packages in the middle of the night. I sold wine, sold all kinds of stuff. And I just never really found a niche that I liked. And so my wife suggested to me, after I'd lost the latest in a string of jobs I hated, why don't you just take a year off, write a novel, and sell it? I think you'll be way happier. And so I did. I wrote a novel. It didn't sell because it sucked. And then I tried again, and I wrote Asphalt. The storytelling itself, I mean, it's the way we make sense of the world. I mean, it's the stories of the world that contain our memories and contain our history and contain the moral lessons and that we get from it. So storytelling is incredibly important. I don't know if written storytelling in itself has any kind of privileged position, but all our modern storytelling begins as written storytelling. I mean, if you're going to shoot a movie, you write a script. If you shoot a TV show, you write a script. And at least in the kind of storytelling I do for teenagers, young adult novels are booming. I mean, there's a bigger business in young adult novels than ever before in our history. People are hungry for stories. I'm proud to maybe satisfy a small part of that. Oh, my writing fun shop, it's just basically I walk people through the process of writing a novel. And it's kind of goofy and lots of stupid jokes and some practice. But everybody who joins me for the Writing Fun Shop will come out of it with an idea for a novel and a plan for how to write it. And I use techniques that real authors use. The brainstorming technique I teach is the same one I use when I'm stuck. And it's not anything I invented. I mean, it's something I've borrowed from many other authors who use it. The two strategies for planning a novel are ones you'll find if you read, say, Stephen King's book on writing, or if you talk to writers online. They're the two strategies that every author I've ever talked to uses, one or the other or some combination of the two to prepare to write their novels. So you'll learn practical, real-world novel writing strategies. So it'll be great for anyone who wants to become a writer or just wants to learn more about writing and how to do it. Aspiring authors are really aspiring anything. The thing that separates the people who make it in a field like writing, and this is true also of team sports or playing a musical instrument or teaching or almost anything you may aspire to do. The thing that separates the people who make it from the people who don't is not the smartest, not how smart you are. The smartest writers aren't the ones who make it. It's not how creative you are. That really doesn't matter much. It's how determined you are, how hard you can work, how much you're willing to practice, right? How much you're willing to put into your craft to learn it and master it. Nobody in writing, or almost nobody, writes a novel and breaks through, right? It's a process of writing sometimes dozens of them before you get good enough to break through. Jay Conrad says you have to write 1 million words of fiction before you'll write your first good one. He's a well-known thriller author. Some people say you have to write 10 books. There's some people out there who wrote 20 or 30 books before they broke through. So my real words of advice, I guess, would be, the people who are the most determined who are going to make it. So if you want it bad enough, if you're determined enough, you absolutely can do this. It's not that hard if you're willing to put in the work.
Hey, Will, you could say he's setting the right example for being an author.
What?
like write books. Anyways, speaking of people that set good examples.
Here at SCNN, we'd like to congratulate our exemplary student here at Scott County High School.
My favorite activities to do outside or in school, probably to hang out with my friends or my family and my pets. I have 3 cats. I have 2 kittens and an old cat and a dog and 2 guinea pigs. My guinea pigs' names are Marcy and Jody. Marcy's full name is Marcusio, but my mom doesn't know how to say it, so we just started calling her Marcy. I've had them for like 1.5 years now. I got them for Christmas. My mom surprised me with them because I've been asking her for a really long time if we could get a pug because I wanted a dog. And she said that she would give me guinea pigs to test my responsibility. So she got me guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are really weird animals. They're a rat and they get skittish and stuff, but they're still kind of like a dog. They'll cuddle up to you and they want you to pet them and stuff. My guinea pigs, when they run, they do this little hop thing where they'll twist their body around as they hop because they get excited or whatever. And so I'll let them run in my bedroom floor and they'll just hop around and run and that's it. And they eat and sleep and that's it.
So how's your bracket looking? Yep, me too. Well, Will here and our producer Lindsay Rice present our next story on March Madness.
March is a festive time for basketball lovers, especially in Kentucky.
Okay, so for March Madness, I think Kentucky should be able to beat UCLA. They have Fox that's very athletic and has great speed to drive to the rim, and they also have Bam to clean up all the extra mess from the threes with his strength and his athleticism. And if Monk ever decides to show up and start shooting threes, Kentucky should be able to beat UCLA, but they will have a challenge with Lonzo Ball, who's very good. He can shoot the 3, drive it. He's a team player. They also have a couple people on their team that's pretty good, so it should be a good game and a good challenge, but Kentucky should be able to pull out of it.
As the Wildcats will play in Memphis against UCLA for Sweet 16 tip-off at 9:40.
This concludes the March edition of SCNN.
I'm Dalton Teagarden.
And I'm Will Sutherland.
And we're signing you off. Hunter Westenhofer.
Hunter Westenhofer.
There you go.
All right.
Ready?
You ready?
Oh, there's one.
Mike Mullins.
Just go with it, and no one will notice. All right. It'll be the most Googled thing after we're done.
What is exemplary?
Other author's gonna step up and come here, or you're wrong. Exemplary. Johnny get a rock of the Irish here. Tell me the money and take it. I'll just jiggle the table off, being the little Irish lad I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope
Sorry,
so.
I sounded like a puppy getting kicked there. Anyways. Hands. Give like a
just wipe away to you.
swag.
Wait,
Why did I say
hear my
swag
name?
and not dab?
Why do I hear my name?
Like our producer, Lindsay Rice.
Lick me.
Lick me, I'm Dalton.
There's not enough in this class. This concludes our March edition of SCNN. I'm Dalton Teagarden.
You're not Dalton Teagarden. I'm Dalton Teagarden.
Honestly, and then you start crying.
No, he's not!
This concludes this. I'm about to say it's Sunday edition. Like all my eyebrows and then.
And a special thanks to our sponsors.
When you're out recruiting, a phone call doesn't always cut it.
You have to be there face to face.
It's the same with banking. That's why I chose Central Bank.
At Central Bank, it's easy to stay connected with online and mobile banking. But when you need someone to talk to or a quick decision made, we're right here with the products and personal service to help guide you toward your financial goals.
Think local.
Grow local.
Bank local and put Central Bank's local advantage to work for you.